This is a huge discovery. You said it, 145 graves, and there may be more to come. That's because, according to records, there are maybe 250 or more people buried on that land.
We believe we have found Ridgewood Cemetery.
145 graves, as many as 77 of them infants or young children, buried on the grounds of King High School.
When you think about what it means to have family members lost, that's a showstopper if you just stop at that question.
In the mid-1900s, Ridgewood Cemetery was a burial ground for paupers, most of whom were black. Today's announcement by the district's Historical Response Committee struck an emotional chord with African-American leaders like Bob Morrison.
We have a chance to embrace those children and embrace those families who we know had to be in pain 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago.
These graves were lost over time, and then the school district bought the property in 1959 and built King High School. A longtime Tampa resident recently realized what was there, and last month archaeologists used ground-penetrating radar to survey the property. Each possible coffin is marked on this overhead view with a small rectangle, but the search is not over. Records show there might have been at least 250 people buried at Ridgewood. The district is now planning to tear down the school's agricultural lab, which might have been built on top of dozens of additional graves.
It can be taken down, but we want to work with like a local archaeologist to do that.
It's unclear how much all of this work will cost. The county's NAACP president says that shouldn't matter.
I don't want to hear nobody tell me about a dollar amount. Just do it.
And these community leaders want to make sure the souls that were forgotten over a generation will never be lost again.
Do right. Do right by those families.
And according to Commissioner Les Miller, the same person who discovered this lost cemetery believes he might have found another one down near Port Tampa. There's some speculation that it might actually be on the land now owned by MacDill Air Force Base. So the question now is, how do you honor the folks who were buried over at King High School? Something that was discussed today was perhaps building a memorial there, maybe teaching the kids at the school the history of that land and the people who were buried there. And Kelly, this is something that's going to play out in the coming weeks and months.